Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm Angèle Cristina from Malta, living in Germany. And today I'm going to share with you 5 not so great things about living in Germany. Are you ready? Number 1. My top not so great thing has to be the language. Now listen, a bit of a humble brag here, but German is my 6th language. So I speak Maltese, English, French, Italian, a bit of Spanish, and I'm learning German. And German is a very, very hard language. And perhaps you tell me, yeah, but why did you move there? Well, I'll share that in a separate video. However, the German language is such a difficult language compared to the other 5 that I speak. It's incredible. There are so many ins and outs and little things that you need to know. And in my experience, so all this video is about my experience living on the east side of Germany, which is Leipzig. Not too many people freely speak to you back in English if you speak to them in English. It could be that I was holding back in the beginning of trying to speak to them in English and expect or hope for a reply in English, but most people here and most things are in German, and most people don't freely or willingly speak English. I also have to mention the fact that everything that has to do with postage or letters, anything governmental when we arrived here, and all that paperwork, whatever it is all in German. And not only is it in German, but it is in a high level German, because obviously it's official documentation that is very beyond my basic German. And that is very difficult. Luckily, I do have a German husband who checks and opens and translates all the things. But seriously, I would really appreciate if these official documents would be bilingual. And on the other side of the sheet, it would be in English. If I'm not mistaken, this is what we have in Malta, because not everyone speaks Maltese, but most people speak English, and thus we are a bilingual country. Yes, I know I'm living in Germany and I shouldn't expect things that Malta have. But come on, this is 2022, and I feel that certain documentations, even websites, should have the ability of changing languages. So please, Germany, get with the program. Number 2. This links directly with number 1, and it is lack of digitalization. Come on now, in 2022, I expect an online presence of so many things. And in Germany, there aren't many. Of course, there are websites, of course, there are Facebook pages, but I don't expect to click on a link for a business and it takes you to a Facebook page, or a very old website that I remember in the 90s. Seriously, my goodness, there's such a want and need for digitalization, and in the past years everything went online, and Germany, I don't think you are up to scratch here. I genuinely don't think so. You really bank on coming to the office, and of course many things had to be created to be remote, but there are much fewer opportunities in the online world, and to be done digitally or remotely in Germany, it's not even funny. I have been working online since 2017. I have clients from all over the world, and it's not a difficult thing to do and to change. And I was expecting that when we came here in 2020, I would see a change and some expansion over the past year and a half. Nope, it hasn't happened. So Germany, get up to scratch with your digitalization, because the world is growing and you're going to be left behind. Number 3, no card payments accepted.
What?
I can't. I genuinely can't with this one, and I just experienced it yesterday once again, and I just can't take it that in 2022 I go pay with my card and they say, no, I'm sorry, cash only. What? Seriously? Cash only in 2022, after we've experienced a pandemic where we were avoiding contact and touching things, dirty things like money? Oh my gosh, I know this is a bit of a rant here, but I can't accept anymore that a business offering a service does not accept a card payment. And if they do accept a card payment in Germany, they might ask you for what they call here an EC card. So I really think this is a big gap in the German market, that they do not accept card payments. My goodness, I remember back home before I even left Malta, I used to pay by card everywhere. Very few places asked me for cash, and it would have been maybe a random kiosk in the middle of a feast or something, but not an establishment that offers food or a cafe or a restaurant. Seriously, I think this really needs to change ASAP, Germany. A quick reminder to like this video, subscribe to my channel and ding that notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload one of these videos. Number 4. Shops are closed on Sundays. Again, WTF? What? I do respect all employees who work the rest of the day and need Sundays off. This is not the point I'm trying to put across here. However, there are people who work Mondays through to Saturdays, not myself, but there are many others, and perhaps they usually do their shopping on Sundays. No, it's not possible here in Germany. Most of the places that I live around here are actually completely closed on Sundays. I'm talking here about supermarkets mainly and the retail world. Yes, you will find some kind of little grocer at the petrol station. Perhaps you will find a baker that is open, but if you work shifts and you don't have availability to do your shopping on Saturdays, you really need to plan ahead, because if you are in Germany, Sundays the shops are closed. And number 5, transport is not cheap. Now listen, I went on my high horse and I was sharing how amazing the transport system is in Germany in my previous video. Please do check it out. However, I do have to be honest with you that it is not cheap. I actually do not like using the word cheap or expensive, because that to me really depends on your income and so many things, including mindset. However, I can't say that it is of a low cost when it isn't of a low cost. So let's say it is not of a low cost at all. Actually, the transport system here in Leipzig, where I live, is the 3rd highest monthly transport ticket in Germany. This is ridiculous that you need to pay around 80 or 85 euros or 90 for a month's transportation. Yes, okay, you can take the tram, you can take the S-Bahn, you can take the buses. Everything is covered. But there are other areas, even in Germany itself, that are under 50. So I don't really understand why this cost is quite high. And there are people who can't afford to have a car, perhaps, that bank on the transport system. And I feel 90 euros a month is quite hefty for people like this. Also, for those like myself who choose not to have a car because I really want to walk more. I think 90 euros is quite hefty for a monthly ticket. So please, Germany, do reconsider the prices of your transportation system. Perhaps a flat rate all across Germany. I remember when traveling across Italy, it was a very low cost compared to Germany. So Germany, I'm sorry, but this is a big no-no. Before we go, the Maltese word for today means not really. I think that's the translation. It's quite a specific Maltese word that I'm sharing with you today. Insomma. Ooh. Insomma. Make sure you share in the comment section below if you have your own word that translates to not really in your native language in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. I do encourage you to subscribe one more time. Thank you for your support, and don't forget, you do you, because no one else matters.